It just didn't look like it. Is it charging?
Ye Yes.
It is.
It's charging.
Okay.
In and out of focus.
Okay, I'm not moving. I'm stepping back. I'm
like if
forward. Oh, my face.
It's the light. It's because it's so dark.
So, okay, you said one of these lights went out?
Yeah.
The middle one already out, but did one of these go out? You know what?
I think so.
Oh, gosh.
Well, thank you.
Oh, look, a light until she has to leave.
Okay, so just real quick, recommended reading.
Recommended reading. Okay, so this is recommended reading for wives.
Yes,
okay.
For wives.
For wives.
Don't burn yourself.
Yeah. Ow, I'm in pain. So. We're also cooking again. Because that's what we cook. Alright, it's still saying low battery. Is it going? Still saying low battery.
There you go.
Is it in there? You want the cord?
Which cord?
The white strip?
I don't know.
I have a white strip in the bedroom. You know, white strip?
That's fine. This is a quick video.
Okay. The first one, and it's in no particular order. So, like, some of the authors are my friends in some level, and it's just no particular order. So, sorry. The spirit of intimacy. Oh, is it mirrored? The Spirit of Intimacy by Sobunfu Some. Okay. This is, like it says, ancient African teachings in the ways of relationships. It was actually, it's a little bit helpful. You know what I mean? We're not Pan-African, but
right.
It was good, and it has a whole section on polygyny. So there's that one. Let's see. This is the old version of there we go. We Want for Our Sisters What We Want for Ourselves by Dr. Patricia Dixon.
Low battery.
This is still saying low battery. You gonna go get it?
Yeah.
It's on it's under that window in here. Under the window. Okay, so this book here, like if you're gonna be polygynous, you need to read this book anyway. This is the first volume of this book, so you can see a lot of you have the second cover, those that have read it. Y'all got the second version. I've got the first version. This is based on her thesis in college and expanded to this really, really thick book. And it was good. Okay, you need this. They talk to Kemetic people, they talk to Muslims, and they talk to Hebrew Israelites. They talk to husbands, they talk to first wives, second wives, and third wives individually, and that way you can get kind of, overall understanding of.
Are you talking here? I can hold them up.
Of polygyny. Okay. All right. So we good with that one. Pretty much talked about that one. She's like, Dr. Dixon. Everybody need to get it.
Everybody needs to get that book.
This one, y'all not gonna find this one anywhere. I apologize for even showing it to you because it's out of print and it was hard for me to find. It's called The Female Solution. About polygyny here in America being the solution. It says in many parts of this country, single women are over 40 already outnumber men their age by more than 3 to 1, and so on and so forth. It says it's cool for women to have to be single. They shouldn't have to be single. They shouldn't have to deal with mediocre, less than alpha men. So it's an awesome book. I'm just sorry that y'all probably not gonna be able to find it. Who's the author? What is that?
The author?
Naima. That book is hard to find. Naima Latif. But it's good. You might be able to find them talking about this book on YouTube. There were some interviews done on that one as well. She's outside?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sweetie. Have a
Bye.
good
Thank you for the lights.
Bye. This one, it doesn't have the cover anymore. This one is for Hebrew Israelites. It says the Hebrew Israelite community. And when I was looking for this book at first, it was on the internet for like $70. This one. And I found it, a library was closing. And I got it for $6. And you talking about at the time I was broke. But I saw that this was on sale. Went on and got it. So it's called the Hebrew Israelite Community. Got a whole section about polygyny and relationships in the order of communities. Communal living is in this book. So that book is awesome. The wonderful The Them in Him by Dr. Gina Murray. Gotta go get it. It's about biblical order in marriage, you know, and specifically it's got a lot of polygyny specific language. So I would go for it. She's a good writer. She's great, and I believe she's got other books.
There's another one to it, right?
Yes. She's always coming out with stuff. So that one's good. That one's good. Okay. So those were all the books that are for polygyny. This one is for the women. This is by Judge Lynn Toller, My Mother's Rules. I liked it. I mean, if you ever watch Divorce Court and you see how she be setting people right in there based on situations and stuff, it's good to read this book. It talks about her mother and how her mother had to deal with her alcoholic husband who was a little bit emotionally abusive, but how she didn't talk him down in front of the kids and all this kind of stuff. And so the children have grown up, Judge Lynn Toller, and they're all successful, and they've got decent relationships with their father, who was not always perfect. So it's an awesome book. I like it. Yeah. And she talks about some case studies as well, so that's good. This one, Shahrazad Ali, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. I read that book early on in my marriage, and I'm not saying that this book's really controversial. It's really controversial. People, when it was originally written back in the late 80s, early 90s, women did not like it because there is a whole chapter in there on beating your wife when she talked trash, smacked on the mouth. You know, which is highly controversial. But don't read that chapter. Listen. But you've read the rest of it, haven't you?
Yes. Just take the meat.
Take the meat.
Leave the bones.
Leave the bones. But this book right here, The Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman, it says, read it before she does. I actually don't suggest this book to men. I suggest this book to women. Because you might see some of yourself in this book. You might see some of your antics in this book. And so my suggestion is you read it. And anything that you see and hear that she talking bad about, I think you should do your best not to do it. Yeah. And that's what I use it for.
Mouthing your husband. Yes. Talking crazy to your husband.
Just misrepresenting, you know, your family, even like as a single woman. You know what I mean? Your father's house, basically. Yeah. Coming out of your parents' house and you like disrespecting it in certain manners and just things. Just this is I don't care. Just omit. I think it's chapter 21. Omit chapter 21. And take this book and use it. I don't like men to read it because I feel like it's a generalized view of the black woman on certain levels, and I don't think men should read it because men will tend to blanket all of us under this thing, and that's not cool because I don't feel like a lot of us, well, I don't feel like us, we blanket men, we don't blanket you brothers. So this was awesome. I also didn't like the sequel. Hey, Burton, you have it? Should I have those books? She was spot on. I like this one. I did not like the sequel. That's why I'm not suggesting the sequel today. It's not charging?
It's just this plug here.
Okay. Can you try to plug it over there? Slow work over there? Look.
Watch it all fall apart.
No. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready for my... Maybe now?
Woo!
Yeah. The thing went in.
I'm hearing sparks.
Oh. Cuidado.
Go ahead.
Okay, this book right here.
Wait.
Oh, here. It's called. Hey! Shush. Created to be His Helpmeet. Okay, by Deborah Pearl. This is a Christian book.
It's very Christian.
It's very Christian.
Leave.
If the Christianity's a problem,
the Christianity alone. If you don't like that,
throw it out. Don't pay attention to that. But if you understand there to be order in households where the husband is the head of the house and then the wives and then the children, then this is for women to kind of mentally get you into the idea and understanding of submission and how to submit and things like that. So 80% of the book I agree with, and I'll stand behind the 20%. Like, that's a discussion for another day. I don't like it, but I read that one. It was that one and the Shahrazad Ali book that I read super early. That just, I mean, I was happy that I read that in the first like 4 years of marriage because it just changed everything.
It does.
You know,
puts things in perspective.
Yeah, and a lot of these, I mean, even this couple, the couple that the book is written by, Deborah Pearl and her husband. Controversial. Just don't look at
The only people that won't like these books that we suggested are women that rule over their husbands.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna like what you read if you rule over your husband. But I think you should like eat it. Might not taste good, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
So chew it up, swallow it, and take another bite. And every time you think about complaining, chew it up, swallow it, take another bite. Yep. So
it's low battery again.
Those are the books. Yes, we're gonna go because the charger is not acting right. But
less than 11 minutes, we did good.
Yes, and I hope y'all like the books.
We'll try to I'll try to put the names
in the description. That would be cool. Yeah,
I've said it like 3 videos.
I'll try to do it, y'all. Somebody gonna do it. We'll talk about it. But we're giving you all the names, so just rewind.
Yes, we're having
brisket
and potato salad.
Yes, subscribe, and share our videos. Look, you hear me? Like the children.
Subscribe, share. Right.
Comment.
There's fun. No likes on this video.
There's none.
The likes do something, right?
I don't know what they do. They increase the piece. Like videos.
All right, so bye.
Bye. Shalom. Shalom.